Hey guys, Happy New Year! It is time for me to switch out my Christmas inventory in my antique booth, Green Onion Vintage. So I am up at the shop right now and I have a few new pieces to put in. I haven't been here in a while, so I'm interested to see how everything is looking. I have a little bit of time to rework areas if I need to, and I thought I would bring you guys along for the process. So let's get started. And here's how our booth is looking right now. I only brought a few new things in, so I didn't show you that process. There wasn't a lot of rearranging for me to do. Luckily, my mom had been here all day working at the store, so she was able to rework the booth this morning and get those last few bits of Christmas out already, which is not my favorite part. I don't enjoy pulling things out that I'm going to have to store for another year, but it is kind of part of the retail game. We did mark down Christmas this last week. And so luckily I didn't have a ton of things left, just a couple wreaths and pieces of decor. So it wasn't a huge job to take all of the Christmas out, but there are a few things that I'm gonna have to put back into storage. But as I go around my booth today, I will show you the new pieces that I brought in. Like I said, I didn't bring anything in substantial, but I'll make sure to point those out. I still have this little antique child's hutch for sale for $130, and then my mom painted this chest of drawers for $260. I did bring back in this little suitcase and then this rattan bench. I got the bench at an estate sale recently, and while the rattan part of it looks really beautiful, it is pretty fragile. It's just quite brittle because it's so old, and so I'm asking only $32 for that, and then $18 for the suitcase. And then this is a wardrobe, probably a knockdown that my mom redid. And I absolutely love like the black finish within the doors and on the side. It looks so pretty. And I'll show you that price here in a second for $320. So that's a really good price for something that's solid wood. It would hold so much stuff. And then flipping around to the front of the booth, we just have a few smalls right now. I actually really want to get shopping soon and to get some more thrifted items. I have a few things on hand that need to be upcycled or at least just kind of cleaned up. But I'm really kind of running low on inventory right now. I do have some spring that I've set aside from last year that are in storage bins in my basement, but I just feel like I wasn't ready to go full spring today. So I'd rather just go out and try to find some more cool antiques to bring into the booth. I just feel it could use like a few more items. And if you're wondering, when you have a booth, actually the smalls can really carry you and at least pay your rent. The furniture doesn't sell quite as often. There will be waves of time where we'll sell one thing after another, but sometimes the furniture sits for a while. So it's really those small items that will help you make your rent and then hopefully turn a profit for you. So it's important to have a good mixture of both types of items. And so I just feel like I'm a little lacking on my smalls right now. I just need to get out there and try to find something that's not too spring oriented and maybe just find a few more cool pieces. I did get a bunch of antiques the other day at the estate sale that I shared with you guys on here. But I'm just not quite ready to part with everything. I did bring a few things in. And then I still have this chest of drawers for sale for $220. And then I have these blueberry bowls that are LL Bean. I'm sure they're vintage, but maybe not super vintage. Probably just like right on that borderline. My guess is 90s actually, which might not even be vintage. But they do actually sell pretty well on eBay. So those are available in my booth. I put 20 on those. I still have this yellow cabinet, which I love so much. I can't believe it hasn't sold yet. But then on top of them, you can see these two coffee grinders. My mom got one of them from the estate sale, and then I got the other one. She got the larger one, which is like $55, I want to say, and then I'm selling mine for around $35. And then my mom brought in this pie cabinet recently, and she's asking $3.99 for that. It is solid wood. It's antique. It's a really, really pretty one. I love the finish on it and kind of the mixture of the wood tones. I still have this chimney cabinet that I repainted a few weeks ago for $160. I'm probably going to have to knock that price down a little bit soon because it's just been in here longer than I want it to be. And then kind of focusing again on that yellow cabinet. I have only 75 on it and I think it's so cool. So someone needs to come and buy that. It has so much character. Here's a better look at those coffee grinders too. So I bought the one on the right that's a little bit smaller. And then my mom got the one on the left. I hadn't seen that one yet, and it is so cool. It's a little bit larger, but it just has such a good patina on the wood. So that's a really neat one. And then we just kind of happen to have a collection of canisters right now, a couple that are really big. We didn't plan that. We just kind of must have both saw some at the same time, and then ended up having a nice little collection up there. So I feel like there's not a ton to see right now in the booth, but there are a lot of things for sale here. We would love to sell a piece of furniture, of course, this month. That's always the goal, is for each of us to at least sell one, because that really does help with profit and then just keeping that rent cost low. And here's kind of a final look at my own booth. I love it. I love it. We have like a ton of antiques and wood colors coming through. Not a lot of painted pieces to break it up, but that is okay. And before I let you go, I'm going to walk you through the store and just show you a few of my favorite pieces that are in other people's booths. So this is up in the front of the store. It is an antique pie cabinet. I love the tin of the doors and just that the wood is all cleaned off. I want to say it's pine, but I'm not the best at identifying those. But I do think that this color is really popular right now. Just a really nice light wood. And then I really like this basket of wheat that they had hanging here. I'm going to show you the price. Here it is, $89. It is so cool. Also has a ton of character. And then the pie cabinet is only $199, which is such a good deal. I also really like this antique desk. It has kind of that pull down top. It comes with the chair. And it's $379 for all of those pieces together. The wood's in such good shape. I love the color of it. I think this would be so cute in a homeschool area. I just cannot fit one more table in our homeschool space right now. I'm a huge fan of the wavy front dressers. I own one that I've had for several years now. It used to be my kitchen island, and now it's in my baby's room. But I always love them. I don't know why, but they always stick out to me. And this one is $325. And then I thought this was beautiful. It's a little larger than like a typical washstand, but that is what I would still call it. It has some really, really pretty details in the wood. I'll take you a little closer in a minute, and you can see that the top drawers, they have like a little wave to them. They still have all of their keyholes, which is really hard to find in an antique piece. And I love the details on the doors on the bottom. This one was just a really impressive piece to me. I'm kind of wishing I could take this one home, but where am I going to put it? I'm not sure. But $300 for something that's so cool and antique, I think that's a great price. And I love this little collection of enamelware on the top and, of course, the scale. And then, of course, I'm going to pick out a green piece in the shop. I love this walnut piece. I like when there's a natural wood mixed with the green color. I thought that was really beautiful. And that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.